So, welcome back to my 15th century Italian dance channel. Today we're going to be discussing an ornamentation. Really what is an ornament more than anything else, not so much a step. It is called Domenico refers to it as the Movimiento. Later in other texts, Guglielmo replaces that with the Scosso or the squasetto or the squasetto. Cornezzano also, and it's sometimes also replaced in later versions of the same dance with a step called the alzada. Excuse me, as Castellano, alzada in Italian. Okay. So what is this? Well, it's not really clearly described, but the fact that it is later on replaced with something called an alzada implies that there's some sort of change of elevation. Cornezzano does describe it insofar as to say it consists of a gesture, any gesture that may be made to a lady in public, by a gentleman to a lady in public. Courteous gesture, mind you. And it is something that would then prompt her to return it. So there's also the idea of call and response, basically. Generally, the man or the lady makes a movimiento, the man or the lady then responds in turn. So, not much to it, basically. You can hear it in the music. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's always going to take half a measure. Well, I say always, and I say that so cavalierly, kind of line. 90% of the time, it will take half a measure. So, this is a sequence of multiple movimenti. So basically what you're going to be doing is you should be rising up and maybe a little bit of shifting of the shoulders. That's also implied in one of them. Okay, so you rise up, come back down, and if you're a gentleman, perhaps you would make some sort of light bowing motion, and if you're a lady, you could return it in kind. Some people like to get very silly with this, and that can be very annoying and ridiculous. But that's just my personal taste. Of course, I don't mean to rain on your creative parade. So the key is, though, while there might be some slight shoulder shading, some gentle motion of the upper body, this should not be none of this, okay? This isn't a violent motion separating body parts. This isn't Middle Eastern dance, okay? So the timing is nearly always going to be, and 90% of the time, is going to be 1 movimento, 2 movimento, okay? So I'm going to have the music play for the dance actually Anello. This is a dance that consists of numerous movimenti. Okay, so you got this nice 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be movimento, movimento, vento, movimento. Okay, so it would be one person doing a movimento and the other responding. Of course, if you're wearing, it looks really ridiculous if one person just does them back to back. That's silly. So it would be one person, then the other, and then some sequence of steps. It would be one person and the other, and then some sequence of steps. Okay. So depending on the dance, okay, I'm going to have my husband come here and we'll demonstrate this. So all the movimenti are now gone. Okay, and then there's some piva. No. And we're off anyway. No hip twisting.
Right.
And now we're going to get all the movimenti. It's going to be man, woman, man, woman. Man, woman, man, woman. No hip twisting.
Let's restart.
No, we're not restarting. We're going to post this. Okay, so that has been your tutorial on movimenti. Generally, I'll describe it more specifically with each dance because it really depends on the music. The music defines what your movimento will be. Happy dancing!